everyone, and welcome back to the final episode of the Funny Business Podcast. Until next year. You get the point. Good dad joke, you know. It all is coming to New Year's Eve, New Year's celebration. 2023 is right around the corner. Hopefully the last 3 years doesn't give a bad omen as far as what the future is going to hold for myself and Matt. But before we talk about New Year's resolutions and all that good stuff that happens with New Year's, I'm going to ask my best friend, my roommate for life, the man I've been talking to for 100 and what? Well, we can tell we're just professionals, let me tell you. But Matt, how are you? How are things?
Things are fine. You know, just vibing.
Catch a vibe.
Trying to get through the rest of 2022 and into 2023. It's chugging along. Hope everybody had a great Christmas and is going to hopefully have a great New Year as well.
Yes. Now, Matt, do you think, Matt, people are tired of hearing our Anchor ad?
Yeah, probably. But let's be honest, if it wasn't for Anchor, we would not be doing a podcast.
You're right, Matt. Once again, we have to thank Anchor for helping us continue to make each episode. Y'all know how it works. Anchor is free. It's easy to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, and distributes your podcast to platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more.
And you all know that you can make money too, even with the first couple episodes that you start with.
So why haven't you started your own podcast yet? Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's anchor.fm.
So, Mike, when do you think we'll stop talking about Anchor?
Oh, man, Matt. You know what? To be completely honest, I think we'll be talking about this for a long time. I know you've been wanting to share what happened, possibly. I know we haven't talked about it, but I know it's been a while since this happened. But how did your gift exchange go for work? It went
well.
Yeah.
I did not win the costume contest. I came second.
Second?
It was, I don't want to get into it.
Rigged?
Yes. But the gift exchange was good. I got a great gift. Shout out Dante. Yeah, it was fun. It was just a lot of fun. Good vibes. Nice to get everybody together and just kind of goof around for a little bit.
No gag gift this year.
Oh, a lot of gag gifts.
Oh.
I didn't receive one, but...
See that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody heard about my gag gift past couple episodes ago. I will tell you that it completely flopped. It was very unfortunate, but you know, hopefully that person on the team is using the big enter button that I gave them. But anyway, Matt, we're here, man. We're vibes. Mm-hmm. Vibes are immaculate, you know. But the way that I want to end 2022 is probably the best way to end Funny Business, is doing a popular game that usually in most cases I do if I have no idea what the heck I'm going to be talking about. But I had intentions of running this game. Not really a game, but more just a conversation starter, an icebreaker, if you will. We're going to play What's the Word? Mm-hmm. Very popular show on the Funny Business Podcast. If you haven't heard it before, it is where I go to randomwordgenerator.com. I click on a generate random word, and I'm generating nouns. But Matt, for this case, I will certainly give a word to start. But then the next one, I'm going to pick a number. I'm going to guess a number between 1 and 10. Okay. And what that will do is that will determine the amount of letters that is in the word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's fine. I like
excited for it. So, but as always, Matt, how many clicks is it going to take to the center of a Tootsie Pop for today's first word of the day?
2.
Okay. The first word, chocolate.
Is better than vanilla.
Oh my God. You're really making this controversial to start the show.
Where did you want me to go with that?
Chocolate? They're selling chocolate?
That's because it's better than vanilla.
My God, I'm moving on. The next word, a random word that has 9 letters in it.
Mm-hmm.
Departure.
Getting on a plane again, departing
Yeah.
from Pennsylvania to Florida. As of the release of this episode, I will be in Florida. So looking forward to some warm weather and to see April as well during the holiday season. So let's hope for a smooth departure. I think as of this recording day, weather looks pretty good so far. So fingers crossed it stays that way. But looking forward to flying again.
I was just going to say, do you feel more comfortable boarding and departing?
Yeah, I know it's a piece of cake. But it's a different flight. Usually I'd fly early in the morning. This one's in the afternoon. But I'll just have to get to the airport a little bit earlier, give myself a little more time.
Okay. All right. Next word, development.
I got nothing.
Okay. I like to think about it as fundraising, but development, like,
True.
I hope eventually later on in life I live in a development. But
A nice little cul-de-sac.
nice little cul-de-sac. Yeah.
Mhm. Maybe
It's always fun to say.
a gated development if we're fancy enough.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Maybe
Keep
we'll
out
be
the
neighbors.
perverts. Could be.
We could. So, okay. Next word, 8 letters, feedback.
It's that time of the year where we did a lot of Christmas shopping online. It's also
Yes.
that time of the year where you get all the emails. Please tell us about your feedback. And I don't ever respond to them. I don't ever fill them out. I don't even care if it's like a 2-minute long thing. No, sorry, just not going to do it.
I don't want to call out Jenna for this, but I will. So, Matt, our local grocery store, and it's a local grocery store in your area, does points that can get gas.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gas points for gas, like either cents off, dollars off, however it may be. So, on the bottom of the receipt, if you complete a survey, you get 100 additional points added to your points. So Jenna, every week when she goes grocery shopping, she holds her receipt and then she submits a survey online. Even though nothing like drastically happened, she just wants to get those additional 100 points for that matter.
I mean, that in that scenario, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Next word, Matt, is editor.
Wow. Got nothing in my head today.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't think I'd want to be an editor of a newspaper.
Why not?
It just feels like
Woo!
just feels like
totally different direction.
this just feels like a boring job. I don't know.
Tell me more.
I don't know. I just wouldn't want to have to like read every single article because like I wouldn't care about every single article and then having to make decisions and editing, cut this, cut that, add this, add that. It's too much work.
Matt doesn't sound like he wants to work today.
No. Brain is fried.
My mind immediately went to a video editor. Self-explanatory for that nature. So, Matt, the next word is a 4-letter word, week.
How is it spelled?
WEEK. Great question.
Okay. I always love the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's just kind of a chill vibe. Obviously we are lucky we don't have to work during that week. I know some people do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always just my whole life's just been a nice week to just chill, kind of refresh, whether it's getting into the school year or getting back into work when we come back in January. Yeah, I don't know. I always just like this week.
It is interesting because you are trying to, that week is like literally what you're preparing for before Christmas. It's like getting to that point of finally, I do not have to go to work Monday through Friday. Probably your only full week that you'll ever get if you do have that opportunity, but your only full week that you'll ever get for that. I'm always a big fan of it. Big fan. All right, the next word, assignment.
Jesus.
Are you happy you don't have to do assignments anymore?
Yes.
Like school assignments?
Yes. Like someone asked me a few weeks ago, would you ever consider back going for your doctorate? No. Even if it was paid for, no.
I would.
No, absolutely not. Never. You couldn't pay me enough to go for my doctorate.
Because then on the podcast, you'd have to call me Dr. Gambita.
I would not call you Dr. Gambita. No. That also wouldn't happen.
No, I remember I was having a conversation a couple episodes ago with you about some of my students calling me like Professor Gambita, Mr. Gambita, and then there was that one-off person that was like, "Hello, Dr. Gambita." I'd be like, "Ooh, I don't mind that."
It doesn't do it for me.
Maybe eventually. All right, Matt, the next word is a 6-letter word. Aspect.
Oh, you're asking that to me?
Do you need the definition?
No, I just it's no shot.
You're really helping me out with my segment, Matt, today.
I'm trying my best.
Thank you. Just
What's your first thought when you hear the word aspect?
Like talking about like a particular like feature or like part of something, like that's the aspect of it.
Okay.
All right, next word.
Okay.
The next word is presentation.
I liked giving presentations in college. It was fun. Obviously, the first time you do it, it's very nerve-wracking. But I think it has to be a fun presentation. Like I've done one where I was in a case as a lawyer, and you had to like defend against someone else in the class. I've done a fun one where we had like rebrand a whole minor league baseball team. It's just a fun. I don't know. I feel like if you have a good project, it's a fun thing to do.
You're forgetting the most important presentation you've ever done.
The one that we did.
Yeah, the one we did.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Freshman year.
It was me, you, and some other guy we won't mention on the podcast.
Nope. Jackass.
Did he do any of the work? I'm trying to remember.
So.
I don't think he did.
Probably not.
That was the first time Matt and I ever presented together.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is history. Yeah, here we are on a podcast where Matt's brain's about to be fried.
No, it's not about to be. It is.
Can't even wait to see what your segments are going to be upcoming in the show. So
you just wait.
Yeah, I can't even. The next word is a 4-letter word. Idea.
Oh, I got plenty of ideas.
For what?
Just everything.
Example?
Pillowcase idea. Still
oh my god! Again.
It's gonna happen.
For the love of God.
I'm gonna laugh in your face when I'm on my yacht in Guam.
Guam.
Yep. And you're in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna laugh right in your face.
Sure.
Yep. Okay. Actually, how about this? I'll have a flag on my yacht, and it's a pillowcase at the top, and it'll just be your face whipping in the wind.
Oversized pillowcase flapping in the wind.
Yep. Feathers flying all over the place.
Oh man, let me know how that yacht goes.
I will.
The next word is death.
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah. Well.
Jeez. Did you hear this story? I believe it was in Norway or Sweden. There was a bunch of chimpanzees that got loose.
I think so.
And they didn't have any tranquilizers, so they just shot and killed all the monkeys.
Well,
the hell's up with that?
Well, we all know about the monkeys that were in a truck that escaped.
Yeah, but like it's like Harambe all over again. Like, how do you not have tranquilizers? And your next best scenario is just to kill them?
I hate to be that person, but what's more obtainable, a gun or a tranquilizer?
I think if you're at a facility with animals, I think tranquilizers, because you need to calm them down sometimes, to treat them and to do things with them. Like, how is that more accessible? I don't understand that. It just blows my mind that they had to kill these monkeys. R.I.P. in peace. Gone too soon.
You okay over there?
I'm great.
Anybody who sees it on the YouTube video, Matt has his little signboard. It says hello there. It looks like the T's about to fall off, and it's going to be hello here.
No, it's just tilted.
Oh, it's a little tilted right now, just like you were a few minutes ago.
I was.
All right, next word. It's a 9-letter word.
Oh boy.
Secretary.
You could not pay me enough money in the world to be like a secretary or like / executive assistant that just sits at the front desk of a place of business and just answers the phone every day, like the front desk phone.
Is that what you think a secretary does?
No, I think there's some secretaries that do that, or I said like secretary slash like executive assistant positions. That's like a combo. You could not pay me enough. It is painstakingly boring.
What about a secretary for like a CEO or a president?
I also don't think I'd want to do that.
Okay, so you're president of a company. Do you want a secretary?
I wouldn't want that to be the only job. No.
But meaning like you're the president of a company.
Yeah.
Would you want a secretary that reports to you?
Yes, but I wouldn't want that to be their only job. Like I want them to do something more important and like not have them do everything that a secretary would do, but kind of like break that up so we're all kind of in it together.
Okay. The next word is an accident.
When's the last time you had an accident?
Car?
No.
Or like pants?
Like pants.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a stumper.
I think it's since I was a little kid. Not gonna lie.
Have you wet the bed before?
As a child, yes.
Like older though? Like teenager?
No.
Okay.
Have you? Oh, hold on. Have you?
I feel like I remember like young, like 13. It was a wet dream. Like
what?
Like sorry. Oh my god.
What is going on?
What I meant was
there's no shot that just happened.
What I meant, I guess, where my brain was going by calling it a wet dream was that I was going to the bathroom in the dream, and then I woke up.
That's happened to me. I don't. Maybe it was around the same. You could be right. Maybe this wasn't the same age, but I remember that I had a dream that I was going to the bathroom, and I'm in the dream. I'm like, wait, I'm sleeping. I'm in bed. Oh shit! Did I just wet the bed? Wake up. Wow, that took a turn.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Help! 6-letter word. Member.
You know, it's kind of one thing I'm kind of excited for in life as we get older.
Being maybe a member of like a golf club.
Yes, or really, like just like the local firehouse. You used to go and like drink on like a Saturday. I think that'd be cool.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for becoming a member. Anybody who earns merchandise, follows. Thanks for becoming a Funny Business member.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there's no proper terminology for being you are a follower, but
a coworker.
A coworker. What do we call our people of the funny business world?
I think we just decided coworkers.
Coworkers or colleagues? So. Colleagues sound more like
colleagues is a little too professional.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's true. We are funny business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Coworkers.
Yep. I like. Right. Yep. I like it.
Our coworkers out there. Our fans.
Yep.
Beautiful.
All around the globe.
Took us 1 full year to finally figure that out.
Yep.
Next one, organization.
I really need to keep my desk organized more at work.
Are you a person that has multiple papers on their desk?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I have so much stuff in my office, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't have anywhere to put it.
Do you have a filing organizer? Organizer? Multiple. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I have stuff like sitting under my desk, on top of my desk, on top of the cabinets, on the cabinets, in the cabinets, on the floor of the office. It's bad.
Man.
It's so bad.
Makes sense for your job that I know at the moment.
Yeah, kind of.
Just turn it all electronically, Matt. Be like, screw it. We're turning it all electronically.
I wish.
Okay. All right. 10-letter word. Protection.
Don't be silly.
Especially this holiday year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 2 more. Garbage.
Garbage. Garbage.
Trash can.
You know, I recently just got a garbage can in my room not too long ago.
In your room.
Yep. I usually just have to like walk down the steps and throw it out in the living room.
Ah, dude. Efficiency,
The kitchen
man.
garbage. I know. Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, it's
like,
great.
have a little bag ready to go. Just make sure it's like nothing that like expires or anything like that.
Correct.
I have a garbage can in my office, which is, I guess, efficient, but literally right around the corner is my main garbage can, and I have a bathroom garbage can. I just realized that. I literally have 2 garbage cans like in viewing distance of each other.
Yeah, but in that, like, you have to see it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to get up while I'm gaming and be like, man, I got to throw out my wrapper.
Right.
So, all right, Matt, the last word. I want you to give me a number between 10 and 30.
16.
Oh, 16. I hope there's a word that's 16 letters.
Onomatopoeia.
Nope. There's no words that satisfy the condition.
13.
13. Oh.
Is it the number 13?
No, it's not.
Oh.
HIRT. No, there's 8 words.
I
8 letters.
Took a shot.
Communication
Is key. So,
Yes.
Communication and everything is one of the most important things in every scenario, in life, in family, friends, relationships, work, everything.
Let's break down some barriers here in the professional world. Do you believe that communication is a buzzword?
What do you mean by buzzword?
Like, is it overused in the fact that that is one of the main reasons why a company doesn't work well?
Probably, but it's also probably a little bit of, like, it's true and false. It probably does get talked about a little bit too much, but it is super, super important.
I agree with that. I think it's sometimes a scapegoat of like,
Yeah.
oh, well, why wasn't this successful? Oh, there wasn't enough communication out about it. Like, okay, yeah, that's true, but there's a lot of factors that go into something such as an event or time or whatever may have you. That communication is not the only thing that is causing it to be unsuccessful.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like you said, I think you hit it on the head. It is a big scapegoat. And it's always we'll communicate better going forward.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
My favorite one, and I won't say this out loud. This happened years ago. One of the conversations was talking about communication, and there was a meeting happening, and was like, "Oh, well, this meeting's happening on this date at this time," but there was no location of the meeting happening. It's like right there.
Yep.
Right there, communication.
There it is.
But yeah, that is the final What's the Word of 2022.
Wow.
Hopefully we got more coming up. Maybe we'll invite some guests in the future. Who knows?
Yeah,
We got a couple
who
New
knows?
Year's resolutions for the podcast
Yeah,
that we've talked about.
We haven't. We'll bring back power rankings.
Yeah.
We'll figure out some new stuff in the new year, as we always do. But we will keep this episode rolling right along. Some fun segments. It is time for Would You Rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7.
Guess what?
What?
Make that 8.
Whoa.
Because coming home today, I thought of an amazing Would You Rather.
Do you want to go first?
I shall.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Oh, I feel powerful.
I'm ready. What if we have the same one?
No.
What if though?
This is what if, yeah. What are the odds? Okay. So this is specifically referring to the holiday break.
Okay.
Would you rather? I feel powerful.
Yeah, I know.
Powerful. Would you rather get out a day early every other year or get out at an earlier time every year.
Hold on. That you need to what?
Yep, that's okay.
This is for Christmas break.
This is for Christmas break or New Year's Eve, whatever.
Yeah.
So let's just take Christmas, for example.
Yeah.
So this year, Friday was December 23rd. Would you rather work, your last day of work is Thursday, December 22nd, every other year? So like this year you'd get out that Thursday, the following year you wouldn't, and then the next year you would.
Okay.
Or get out at like 2:00 on Friday, but that's every year.
2:00 on Friday every year.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd rather have consistency.
I took a half day the Friday for Christmas just because I have some doctor's appointments. But I probably would have anyway, just because I would have liked to just get out and, make sure everything's finalized for Christmas Eve, getting together with the family and Christmas Day. Just to kind of enjoy it a little bit. I obviously, got some things planned or had some things planned in the afternoon that day. But yeah, absolutely 2:00 every year.
I thought about it. I was like, ooh, I'm like, you either get a full day every other year or you get out early every year.
It's a tough choice.
Mm-hmm.
What would you go with?
I was more leaning towards the every year part, but the every other year is kind of enticing. Because it's like something that like employees look forward to, like, yeah, like this is the year that we get out a day early before Christmas break. Like, I can just feel that vibe. Whereas like every year, like this year we got announced that we're leaving at 2 on Thursday, and that Thursday before Christmas. And like it was like, okay, cool. Like it's almost expected almost, which is like kind of disappointing, but whatever.
Makes sense.
But yeah, that was my would you rather as I was going home today.
It's a very good one.
Thanks,
All
Matt.
right. Mike, would you rather be forced to go to the gym every morning before work or after work every day?
Every morning before work.
I would agree. And I'm really not a big morning person. However, once I get done with work and I don't work out in general, I'm tired. I want to relax. I don't want to have to go to the gym.
I didn't mind having a routine of waking up in the morning. I tried running to start. It didn't work out. But the thing that I've been having an issue with is like having breakfast first, because you need to have somewhat of a filled stomach in order for you to go on to the gym or whatever. So
yeah, no, it's good advice. This is probably an easy one because I think we've talked about this multiple times with the show. Would you rather cry at least once a day or never cry again?
But do you feel the emotion of sadness?
It could be happy tears, it could be bad tears.
I'd rather cry once a year.
That's not an answer.
Wait, what's sorry?
Would you rather cry at least once a day or never cry again?
I'll cry every day.
I think I would too. Because it could be sad, it could be happy.
Because like, could you imagine like something really bad happens, like personally, nothing, like no tears.
Yeah, be tough.
Yeah. Did you see that? Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you see that? I saw it on TikTok that there is a difference when you look under a microscope between happy tears and sad tears.
No, like the
There's a
tears
difference.
actually itself is different.
Yeah, like the composition of it.
Interesting.
What were you gonna say?
Are you gonna cry at your wedding?
I've thought about this.
I have to.
It's game time decision, man.
I'm gonna
then probably like quarter of the way through, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% going to bawl my eyes out.
Like, I hope you are on my left and being like, dude, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I've thought about it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's no shame in that.
I'm purposefully putting a handkerchief in my suit jacket to know that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, here's the other question: am I gonna cry at your wedding? Or are you gonna cry at my wedding? I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably not gonna cry at your wedding.
Neither am I.
Okay, good. That would be a little weird. Would you rather have a bad shoulder or a bad knee?
Oh, that's tough because I've had both.
I'm going to go with the bad shoulder just because I would still be able to walk. Okay. Like if you have a bad knee, I feel like that if you can't walk right, that just screws up everything.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Matt. I've been in pain with a really bad shoulder at points. If you guys go on our Twitch at twitch.tv/funnybusinessen, a little plug, shameless plug, there's a replay. It's either me playing Rocket League or playing Fall Guys with Matt, and my shoulder was killing me. And you literally saw a heat pad wrapped around my shoulder as I was playing. It's so painful, but yeah, it'd be more bearable with a shoulder than a knee.
Because the thing with the bad knee is, even if you like yeah, you can carry stuff with your shoulder, but you're not going to be able to because you have a bad knee.
Right.
So
you rather have a better foundation than you would just
correct
appendages.
Yep. Would you rather attend every sporting event for free or every concert for free?
Sporting event for free.
Yeah, I agree. I like concerts. I haven't been to too many, but yeah, sporting event. Because I also feel like, how many concerts are you really going to go to in a year? Maybe
yeah, and
like
that's
10 to 15.
And that's the thing. Like, you could always go to a sporting event because there's something going on. Whereas like a concert, like Taylor Swift, for example, like it only happens once a blue moon.
I agree. 3 more.
Okay.
Would you rather never pay for gas or electricity ever again?
Electric.
I think that's what I'm going to go with. I was trying to do some quick math on like, obviously electric's more expensive, but how many times you fill up during the month? Does that equal the amount of electric? Probably not.
I mean, it depends. Depends on your travel. Whereas like if you're at your house, like you're going to have your lights on no matter what.
Right.
And, you know, and some rental properties, everybody's like, you only have to pay for electric. And it's like, well, if I got granted that I didn't have to pay for electric, I'm good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd probably go electricity too.
That was the way I thought. So,
all right, we have 2 with somewhat basketball related ones.
All right.
Would you rather win an NBA championship but barely play or get like no playing time at all, or win a Nobel Prize by yourself?
I will have to go with the selfish one and be a Nobel Peace Prize by myself.
I think I would agree.
Because,
go ahead.
Sorry,
No,
the Nobel Peace Prize, you put the effort in order for you to receive that prize. Whereas like an NBA championship, like, okay, there's 5 other people, maybe there's 6, 7, depending on the rotation, and you're just there. It's like, what's his face? I don't know. I was going to try to make fun of Draymond Green again, but
well, kind of. Yeah, I also just feel like more people would probably know you if you won the NBA championship, but like winning the Nobel Prize is a cool thing to do. Like you said, it's your hard work paid off. Yeah, I agree.
I will eventually be making it, and it's a fine story to talk about. I don't care who listens to this, whatever. This is a very vulnerable moment, Matt. This may be like the first vulnerable moment on like the Funny Business podcast. So, did I ever tell you about my senior year of basketball?
I don't know.
So my senior year, I was chosen as captain. I barely played. There was times where I had the jersey on, didn't play a single minute. Didn't even play in the JV portion of it. I didn't play a single minute. And then there was times like it was like, okay, everybody like toss in laundry. I didn't toss in my uniform because I barely sweat. And it was tough. It was interesting because you were captain and you didn't play. So how are you supposed to lead a team if you don't play? And we did well. And and there's no offense to anybody who was on the team, but there is a banner that's hanging in the gym and it has my team year on it. And sometimes I just forget that it's up there because it seemed like I didn't earn it that much.
Yeah.
It has proven to give me life lessons that I will forever take upon me. However, that would be my choice as Nobel Peace Prize. I'd rather put in the effort and actually earn it rather than just sit there.
Totally agree. Last one. Mike, would you rather get $1 million right now or 10 opportunities to make a half-court shot for $10 million?
I would do the 10 shots for 10 million.
I will be taking the $1 million.
I don't care. I would totally be I'd be so excited, man.
I would be excited too, but I can't even make a 3-pointer consistently.
Yeah, I
know
have to,
you
like,
can make a half-court shot.
I can make a half-court shot backwards one-handed.
Correct.
That's why I would want to. Because just floater alert. Swish.
Even if I think there's a chance to make the half-court shot, I'm still taking the $1 million.
There was somebody, I forget what it was, but there was like a raffle to win like an ATV during, it's funny, we're still talking about high school basketball. And it was halftime. So we were obviously like in the locker room, but coach was like, okay, let's just listen to hear if this person made the shot or not. Because you were drawn. And if you were drawn, you were allowed to make attempted to make one half-court shot to win this ATV. The guy missed. And all of a sudden,
no. That's brutal.
It was fun. It was good opportunity, but
poor guy.
Yeah, but it was good.
All right, bringing back a segment that we have not done in a very, very long time. Long overdue for a segment of Matt's Drunk Thoughts. I have two. Hang on with me with this first one.
May I ask, when was the last time you've had drunk thoughts?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Not too long. I don't drink as much as I used to in college.
I know.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I was gonna call you something, but
okay. So hear me out on this one because I know how it's gonna sound, but let me try to explain it. And I don't really know how to explain what I'm thinking in my head.
Okay.
There should be a real Santa Claus.
Go on.
Not that like live in the North Pole, make toys for kids, deliver all around the world in one day. But there should be, and I know there are like people that dress up as like Santa Claus and like go to parties and stuff. There should be a company that specifically like employs people to be Santa that will like travel on like horse and buggy, like it's Santa's sleigh, and deliver presents to kids. And I think it happens to a degree, but I think it needs to be its own company, and there needs to be like employed Santa Clauses that I don't know. I just feel like there's got to be some way to make this more entertaining for the kids.
I'm not gonna lie, Matt. I kind of understood you a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Because think about it. Groundhog Day.
Mm-hmm.
They literally have a groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, for the momentous occasion.
Fat fraud.
Why not have a real Santa Claus? And like, yeah, it could be really nice, Matt. Like, sorry, I'm like thinking of a million. This is better than the oversized pillowcases. Having like somebody who works, like the hiring comes from like a very well-known charity.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if people want to donate, they can donate, and then Santa will make the delivery, and then like Santa, like this is Santa, like this is Santa. Not a bad idea, man.
I know. Listen, I'm onto something here. Toys for Tots.
Perfect.
There it is.
Perfect idea, Matt.
Toys
That's
for
awesome.
Tots. If you're listening to this, give me a call.
Ring me up.
Yeah, no, yeah. And it's easy. Just use horse and buggy. Put a little red nose on the horse.
Or like we can modernize it, get an EV out there, like make it happen.
Yeah.
Charge it on Santa's holly jolly goodness. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think it should happen.
Where should he live?
Well, I think you say he lives in the North Pole.
I wonder
but ideally, this is a global thing.
Is
And
there
it's to
a
say, oh,
North?
look, Santa's in Norway. Santa's in Japan. Santa's in Atlanta. Santa's in Guam.
Maybe you can have it like different Santas representing like different countries.
Yeah. Or Canada.
Okay.
Throwing that out
Okay.
there. My last one. This one actually makes sense.
Oh,
Vegetables.
delicious.
Yep. Not everybody thinks so though.
Like peas.
Like peas, green beans,
Hmm.
Brussels sprouts, spinach, lettuce. What do all these things have in common? The ones I just mentioned.
Green.
They're green. I think that green vegetables would be more appealing if they weren't green. Like, I think people see the color of the green vegetables and I think they're like, that doesn't look good. But they are good. I think if they were like a different color, like take cauliflower, for example. Cauliflower can be white, but a lot of people like purple cauliflower. It's a little more colorful.
So what color do you propose?
I don't know what color that is. I don't know how to change this. I just, in my head, I'm like, yeah, people would eat vegetables more often if they were just like better colors. Like, why do people like fruit? Bright red strawberries, oranges that are really orange, peaches, apples, bananas, banana, blueberries, mangoes, cherries, like nice colors. That's why a lot of people like fruit. It's enticing. Vegetables, green vegetables. I like green vegetables. They're not always enticing. It's like, oh yeah, I'll have some of that. But that doesn't catch my eye. It's like, oh, what's that? I gotta have some of that.
I don't know if I can vibe with this, Matt.
Why not? Where's my logic lose you?
My logic, like, okay, give me context. Is this like when God created vegetables, or this is like, okay, I propose a new thing. We're gonna food color all of the vegetables moving forward.
I'm not saying they have to get food colored. I just think if they were a different color, they'd be more popular.
But that's what I mean. Like when God created vegetables, they're
Yeah.
a different color than green.
Yeah.
Okay.
What color would be enticing?
No, I just mean like moving ahead, because I always think vegetables, and like thinking about it as a kid, I don't understand why we aren't interested in vegetables. And you know what, Matt? I think it's more taste than it is looks.
I don't know. They taste good.
Well, think about it. Like a strawberry. A strawberry tastes sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a vegetable tastes bland. Like, for instance, I made a keto cheesy chicken and broccoli and pasta for my dinner before the new year. And like, okay, I made broccoli with it. If I just ate a piece of broccoli, it's going to taste very vanilla. But then you add some seasoning, you grill it a little bit, you add to the pot, you see it, whatever it may be, and it tastes better. Whereas like your fruits taste well just by themselves.
Yeah.
And I think the point is there's all those nutrients that's in vegetables. I don't know. I just, it is so hard for me.
But how many times are people eating like raw broccoli or like raw green beans? Obviously, you're going to cook them. Siri agrees.
Siri heard me read so hard for me. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Siri's got her mind.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get that. Well, wow. I guess just me as a person, I just cannot think of a broccoli a different color, of a cucumber, of a zucchini, romaine lettuce. Like, they're all green.
Yeah. I just
like,
if they were like pink, like people would be like, "Ooh, that's cool."
yeah, cool, but I think your taste would be a little tested.
Well, purple cauliflower tastes the same as white cauliflower, and purple carrots taste the same as orange carrots.
Pink reminds me of mold.
Mold
a very
is blue.
weird mold.
Mold is
What's
blue.
that?
Mold
It's
is
kind of
blue.
like a darker color.
Blue cheese.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what color it would be. I just had that thought that like I don't know. I look at like a Brussels sprout. I'm like by itself, like I know it tastes good, but if I didn't know what it tasted like and I had a high pile of Brussels sprouts there, I wouldn't have high expectations.
This is tough.
Mhm.
I'll be honest with you, man.
To thinker.
I get your point, but I'm also still stuck on my whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
There we are.
Wow. Man, Matt goes from totally fried in the first half to totally on point in the second half. Am I surprised?
In the
No.
first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. Matt pulled through.
Yeah, somehow.
Somehow, some way. But thank you for pulling through and listening to the entire episode of the Funny Business Podcast for the shitstorm that it was. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our podcast, whether you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Anchor.fm. If you're first time listening and you're like, wait, like, don't you have it on other platforms? Just go to anchor.fm/funnybusiness and it'll show you all the other platforms that were available. And we're also on social media too. Maybe you are like, man, like maybe I missed an episode. Where can I find some highlights, or where can I find Matt, Raw Dog, and a Fry?
Mm-hmm.
It's on our social media. You can find all of that at solo.to/funnybusiness. There you'll find also our merch and other platforms that help us reach you and entertain you and inform you of all the good things that Funny Business does for our co-workers. Mr. Matthew, what is your advice for the year 2022 to the good people, our co-workers, of the funny business world?
So obviously, New Year, a couple days away. It's time for New Year's resolution. Or is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Don't be afraid to not go into the New Year without a resolution. Let's be honest. How many people, raise your hand if you ever kept up with your New Year's resolution for at least 3 months. What?
The fast food thing.
How'd that go?
Okay.
Yeah.
No changes itself, but
No. But I would say probably like 95% of people just give up after January. So yeah, it's cool to have. If you don't have one, like I don't have one. I don't really know what it is. Haven't given it much thought. I'm not one of those persons that says like, oh, it's just another day. I do think it's it's nice to have a new year and go on with a good mindset about it. But if you don't have a resolution, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world.
You know what I'm doing, Matt?
What are you doing?
I am assessing everything that's currently in my control right now or just in my life. And I'm writing ways that I could better those things.
Okay. That's good. That's a good one.
Enhance it. And it's not a New Year's resolution. It's just a couple check boxes. That's like work, for instance. I want to do more of this stuff, or I want to try to learn this. Podcasting. I want to re-record all of our Anchor commercials because God forbid that is out to date, ready for it.
Facts.
Just a couple other things that are in my possession that I control that I can enhance just by thinking of other things and doing that. I'm doing that. That's not a New Year's resolution. That's just an improvement.
Absolutely. It's a good one.
So, or if you're doing a New Year's resolution, just make sure it's small and I don't want to say small and obtainable, but like bite-sized pieces to start.
Yes. Don't be like, I'm going to lose 100 pounds in the first month. That's not going to happen.
It's all about the journey, not the destination.
Correct.
So, but yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you all so much for your continued support of the Funny Business Podcast. Thank you so much, whether you're a new listener that just listened to today's episode or you've been listening since the start of 2022. Matt and I truly and greatly appreciate it. If there's anything that you can do as far as a goal for 2023, share this podcast with a friend. Share it with a friend. Share it with somebody that you know, you love, care about. Maybe they'd be interested in listening to us babble and just talk everything randomness and craziness that is our lives.
Just couldn't have said it better myself.
And with that, until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.